Good morning. It's Monday, June 1st, and today we celebrate a special feast day, Mary, Mother of the Church. As we continue through this crisis, through this COVID virus crisis, I'll continue to post my daily homilies during the daily mass. I'll record them and post them on my website, my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, the parish Facebook page, just so, to keep those who can't make it the Mass for whatever reason, to still keep them connected. Also, make an attempt to continue to do a live stream of the Sunday Mass as well. So, again, for those that can't make it to Mass for whatever reason. So let's begin with today's feast day, Mary, Mother of the Church. And last night I just couldn't help but think of the words of now a saint, Saint John Paul II. One of the phrases that has always been associated with him, which he said a lot throughout his pontificate, was the phrase "Be not afraid." And I don't know about you, but during this time of everything that's happening, not only with this virus, but now with the violence and that's happening now, especially in the major cities, um, there seems to be a lot to be afraid of. And with that, I started just to think, you know, what did we do when we were kids and we were afraid? Imagine yourself as a 4, 5, 6 year old kid. Imagine your children now, or maybe your grandchildren. What did they do when they were afraid? Well, from my observation, obviously I have no kids of my own, but just by looking at kids and observing my nieces and nephews, especially when they were younger. What did they do? They ran to their mom. So if it was if they were sleeping in their bed at night and then they hear thunder or they had a nightmare, they get up and they run to their mom's bed. If they're out in public and they see a stranger they don't know, and everything new is in their surroundings is new to them, and they're a little bit afraid or intimidated, they run behind mom's leg and grab onto her leg. It seems like we're built as human beings that we have recourse to our mothers when we're afraid. I don't know much about God, believe it or not. Compared to who God is and my knowledge of God, there's a big difference between the two. But just kind of observing scripture and the spiritual life, and just slowly coming to know who God is. And God seems to have a habit of easing our fears through the created world. First and foremost, the sacraments. How does God come to us? He just doesn't just say, "Okay, I'm here." He gives us concrete things like the sacraments, for instance, that through the material things and through the receiving of the host, or the oil applied to our head, or the water poured over our heads, in baptism, that he gives us his spirit through the actions of the priest and the things of the material world. God seems to have a habit of using the things of his creation to give us his spirit, to give us his blessing, and to give us his comfort. And so I think a way that he gives us the comfort when we are afraid, He just doesn't tell us to stop being afraid. What does he do? He gives us something of the created world. In this case, he gives us his mother to be our mother. So yeah, we go to God, and we go to God by using the instruments in which he gives us for us to come closer to him. We become closer to his mother, therefore we become closer to him. She, as we say in our Catholic theology, the mediator, the mediatrix of all graces. That somehow she has this privilege, this power to give us God's comfort and to be the instrument in which God comforts us. And so in a way that as little kids, we seek our moms for comfort when we are afraid, especially during these scary times. That God, in the spiritual life, in our life of faith, gives us his most blessed Holy Mother to be the mother of our church, to be the source of our comfort and our consolation. And she loves us not only with the love of God, but with the love of a mother. So we just kind of wrapped up in the month of May our devotions and dedication and rosaries to Mary, our mother. But I say it needs to continue. We need her more than ever. So as you're afraid, and as you watch the news and the social media posts, and you see the world in a state of chaos right now, run to the Blessed Mother in very much the same way that a young child runs to his or her mother. Run to our Blessed Mother and let her be the source of our comfort and our consolation. May God bless you.